This is the hollow tree. In Hawaiian culture, these trees are considered to be guardians of the land and represent a connection between the people and the environment. The leaves of these trees, called Lauhala, are used and have been used historically to create various things. They've been used in canoe sails, used to make hats, mats, also used in clothing. They were also incorporated into various games in Hawaiian culture. The trees can be found in various places in Polynesia, Micronesia, here in Hawaii, as well as Australia. There are fruit that grow in clusters on these trees, and it's considered to be a famine food. We've actually used the fruit to make dye, and my children have used the fruit as paintbrushes. It's believed that one variety or one species of this tree is only found in Hawaii, so meaning it's indigenous to the islands, but there are other species in other places. In this video, I'll be experimenting with natural color on Lauhala leaves. As I mentioned, these leaves can be used to make many different products. I know someone who's a weaver, and she prepared some leaves and shared them with me, and I am going to be experimenting with these leaves. I say prepared because the leaves do grow with little thorns or spikes on the side, and that those need to be removed so you can handle them safely. So the first step for me was to soak the leaves in water. So you can see here, I just put water in a pot, and I'm putting the leaves in. They tend to not want to stay down, they just float. So I will be putting something in here to hold them down. But they're a little bit tough, so I figure water could help them maybe be more absorbent of natural color, and just more pliable and easier to work with. So I let them stay in water for an extended period, maybe one or 2 days. But that may not be necessary. It's just kind of what I did to make them be more absorbent. And you can see right here, I put some rocks in there to hopefully keep them down. After the leaves have soaked, this is how they look. And I am putting them directly into a pot of boiling turmeric and water. So this is fresh turmeric, or olena as we call it. I had already prepared this dye bath. It's not very colorful yet, and I was beginning to think that it may not absorb that well into the leaves. So I went ahead and put turmeric powder in as well. Now this is something I usually wouldn't do. I don't normally mix fresh turmeric root with powdered turmeric, but I just had the feeling that this would work better with the Lauhala. Okay. You see the ducks? As I do with most dyes, once they're boiled, I will put the dye material in a jar and pour the dye over it and let it solar dye for a few days. So that's what I'm doing with the turmeric. Now, turmeric is the type of dye you don't even have to boil it. You can definitely just solar dye and let the sun do the work. But in this case, I did boil first.
Let it go to sunset because the sun makes it.
Hold on. My plan for this experiment was to try 4 different dyes. Now, Naupaka, which you see here. I also wanted to do turmeric, hibiscus, and dye made from the leaves of the red ginger plant. And I did. I tried all 4 of the dyes, And I can tell you now, the only ones that took really well to the leaves was the turmeric. Oh, actually, it was 5 dyes, the fifth one being aloe vera. The naupaka didn't do much. The hibiscus, which I mixed with alum powder to create purple dye, didn't do that well. Now, there is hope for the ginger leaf dye as well as the aloe vera, so I need to experiment more with those. But the turmeric, just as it does in all cases when I'm using it, it works well. In addition to using the natural color of turmeric, I also wanted to try dyeing the Lauhala leaves with red turmeric dye, which is made by using the orange powder and mixing it with baking soda. So that's what you see me doing here, and it creates this very nice crimson red color. And so I have some more of my soaked leaves that I am going to put right into that dye. Okay, so this is what I have. The best outcome came from using turmeric, whether it be just leaving it yellow or adding baking soda to make it red. And this one got tattered somehow. I'm not sure what happened, but you can see the color there. It's more of a, I guess, a rust color. And then this is the one where I altered the turmeric powder by using baking soda. And these two, not sure what happened on this side, but I just used regular turmeric powder to make this color. And it's been several days, maybe a couple of weeks at this point, and the color stays in. And now I'm gonna go ahead and open or take out this one here that I have in this jar of red ginger leaf dye. This is an example. This is one of the leaves that that dye was made from. If you boil these leaves, eventually you'll get a burgundy color. Initially it's like light green, but these leaves will give you a deep burgundy dye. Something I noticed is that as time passed, the pieces dyed with turmeric got darker. The color seemed to get more intense as the days passed. And this is a natural Lauhala leaf, just for comparison. I found a video online that shows how to weave a little pineapple, and so I tried that. I do think I need more practice, but I like how it turned out, especially with the variation in colors. And I think this is something that I could get into, Lauhala weaving. It was really fun. One thing I forgot to mention is that I did not pre-treat the leaves with anything. Typically, when I'm dyeing fabrics, I will pre-treat with a tannin solution and mordant, but I didn't do that with these leaves. So the next time that I experiment, I will do that and see if that makes a difference. I'd say my first time attempting to naturally dye Lauhala leaves was a success, but I would like to experiment more. So you can stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching.